Assalamualaikum. Good day everyone. I'm Faiza Makalutang to deliver my opinion for ABS-CBN franchise renewal issue. So for me, in my own opinion, shutting down the largest broadcast network in the Philippines is a brazen abuse of political power. Government exists theoretically in order to protect the public interest, to act for the greatest good for the greatest number. And of course, I searched about franchise that most people do not understand. Franchise is a privilege granted by the government to use a limited public resource that it controls on behalf of the public. In the case of the broadcast franchise, that resource is specifically a set of radio frequencies, so that radio frequencies does not regulate ABS-CBN's right to exist as a corporation or to produce content or operate a news organization. In fact, parts of ABS-CBN are still operational online right now, as we speak, including its news department and all cable channels, which is still broadcasting TV Patrol. ABS-CBN is international and its prime business unit, the Filipino Channel or TFC in the United States. This cable, despite the fact that the researches millions of people, is not defined as broadcast but as a narrowcast, since it is paid for, not free to air, and in general uses no radio frequencies. Of course, the radio frequencies are critical in the sense that this was how ABS-CBN's content was made available to the majority of its viewers, and thus the majority of its advertising revenue is based on this. House Speaker Alan Peter Cayetano broke his silence on the issue of ABS-CBN TV and radio broadcast shutdown. So this is a statement. The sole mandate in granting franchise renewal, and said they were all ambushed last Tuesday by the National Telecommunication Commissions or NTC for not granting provisional authority to ABS-CBN despite its commitment last March 10. Also, he said, the NTC appears to have succumbed to pressure from the Solicitor General and issued a cease and desist order to ABS-CBN. For me, when a network closes, it can mean a change of management or ownership. Yes, sometimes the reporting of fake news are violated the rules for being a broadcaster. But it doesn't mean that they did not help us, like for tragedy in Marawi City, by reporting what happened or what is update during the crisis in Marawi. Also, from like Tacloban City or the other crises in our country. So, people have our own mistakes, but it doesn't mean that they will not correct it. And that's all. Thank you and masalam. Shukran.